see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is TJ Logan to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. On first down, Rodgers. It finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards. And he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Well, into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Reuben Foster picks it. They'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll give it to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Ryan Switzer on the return. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next. The Browns drive about to get started. A first down throw from Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mayfield now. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A give, this is Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. he's sacked. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tanner Muse with it.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown! Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but In all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in #1 for what we've seen this season.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Mayfield. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 1st down, Mayfield. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey, I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check the alert.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
With it on the return is Logan. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Defense.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive, 4 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Switzer now to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Going deep here for Landry.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Rodgers. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win in